Welcome, everyone. Ready to dive into the world of diamonds?
I'm ready. Let's sparkle.
We've got excerpts from An Introduction to Diamond Market Analysis for this deep dive. This book, oh boy, it's packed with insights.
Yeah, it really digs deep.
We're going to go on this journey together, from deep inside the earth all the way to, well, a sparkling diamond ring. We'll uncover how these gems are formed, the artistry of cutting them, and even, get this, the psychology behind our fascination with them.
It's more than just sparkle, that's for sure.
Ever thought about what truly makes a diamond valuable? Is it the beauty, the rarity,
Yeah.
something else entirely?
Well, the book jumps right into that question. It highlights how diamonds, unlike, say, gold or silver, don't have that easily measured intrinsic worth.
Interesting. So their value is more about,
You got it. It's more a reflection of what we humans desire, the meanings we attach to them.
almost like we're projecting our own ideas of beauty and worth onto these stones, right?
Yeah.
But hey, before we go too deep into the psychology, let's rewind all the way back. Back to the beginning. Their formation deep within the earth.
Oh, yeah. Gotta start at the source.
The book paints such a vivid picture of this process, describing how carbon atoms, under intense heat and pressure over millions, billions of years,
Talk about a pressure cooker.
form these incredible gems.
The conditions are mind-blowing. It mentions something called kimberlite and lamprock pipes.
Kimberlite and lamprite. What?
These rare volcanic formations. They act like, well, conduits, bringing the diamonds up from deep, deep down from the Earth's mantle, hundreds of kilometers below the surface.
Wow. Just think about the immense power and time it takes to create a diamond.
It really makes you appreciate that sparkle even more.
And the journey doesn't end there. Once these rough diamonds are unearthed, it's a global adventure. Mines to cutting centers to markets all over the world.
A real globetrotter, the diamond.
The book highlights the Akati and Diavik mines in Canada, discoveries that really shifted the global diamond landscape.
Oh yeah, huge impact. Those Canadian finds, they kind of shook things up, challenged the old ideas of where diamonds could be found.
So it wasn't just the traditional African mines anymore.
Exactly. It sparked a wave of exploration in new, sometimes unexpected places.
So, okay, we've got these rough diamonds, fresh out of the earth.
Fresh, but far from ready for that ring.
Right. They need a lot of work. The book describes a meticulous sorting and evaluation process.
Oh yeah, lots of expertise goes into that.
Combining advanced technology with a trained eye, these experts categorize the stones.
Crucial step.
Yeah.
Determines the diamond's destiny, you could say.
Some are destined for high-end jewelry, right?
Yep. Others might be better suited for industrial applications, different paths for different diamonds.
Makes sense. But a big chunk of these rough diamonds, where do they end up?
Antwerp, Belgium,
Antwerp.
often called the diamond capital of the world, believe it or not.
Antwerp. Seems like a surprising location for a diamond hub. Why there?
It's not by accident. Antwerp's dominance in the diamond world, well, goes way back centuries. They've built this foundation of, like, expertise, craftsmanship, and strategically, they're at the crossroads of major trade routes. So over generations, they developed a really skilled workforce and the whole infrastructure for diamond trading, cutting, and polishing.
A real diamond dynasty, huh?
You could say that.
And speaking of doing things right, the book tells this story about a mine owner, Mr. Jameson. Decided to go all in on sustainable mining practices.
Heard about him. Interesting story.
Initially, he was hesitant, worried about the costs, but
But his business manager, right, pretty persuasive.
yeah, convinced him it's the right move, ethically and, surprisingly, financially.
It's a great example of how sustainability can actually be good for business. Mr. Jameson, by investing in renewable energy, responsible land reclamation, water management, all that, he ended up saving money in the long run.
So it boosted their reputation and their bottom line.
Exactly. Attracted investors and, of course, consumers who care about ethical practices.
A win-win situation. Seems like a larger shift is happening in the diamond industry. This awareness of sustainability, responsible sourcing.
Definitely a trend.
Okay, let's circle back to that idea of a diamond's value. The book quotes Edward J. Epstein, who wrote, "Diamonds are intrinsically worthless, except for the deep psychological need they fill." So how do you think these sparkling stones tap into our psyche?
Well, you got to consider the history, the culture. For centuries, diamonds have been symbols of power, wealth, love. They're woven into our myths, legends, rituals, everything.
You're right. Think about the Hope Diamond.
Oh yeah, shrouded in tales of curses and bad luck.
or the Koh-i-Noor, passed down through like generations of rulers. These famous diamonds, they capture our imagination, right? They embody that enduring allure.
Absolutely. And beyond the history and the culture, there's something just mesmerizing about a perfectly cut diamond. The way it captures light, the fire, the brilliance. It's no wonder they've become the symbol of love and commitment.
What?
But it's more than just sparkle, you know? Diamonds represent something deeper, a promise, a commitment, something precious and enduring. And that brings us to the practical side. Evaluating a diamond's worth.
Ah, the famous 4 Cs.
Carat, cut, color, clarity.
Everyone's heard of them, but honestly, I don't think most people, myself included, really grasp what each category means.
There's more to it than meets the eye, that's for sure.
The book emphasizes how, like, seemingly simple factors, carat weight or color, can drastically impact a diamond's value, how it looks.
Oh yeah, huge impact.
It's like a secret language, and if you understand it,
It empowers you.
yes,
Yes,
empowers consumers to make informed decisions.
exactly.
So the 4 Cs provide a way to evaluate, to communicate about diamond quality, but within each category.
Nuance.
Right, nuances. For instance, cut. It's not just about the shades of the diamond, is it?
Nope, it's about the precision, the artistry of how the facets are arranged. That's what determines how brilliantly the diamond reflects light.
So it's as much science as it is art.
Precise.
The book even mentions how digital platforms are changing things, allowing buyers to really learn about diamond grading. There's a section called Kizzy's Tips,
Oh yeah, Kizzy's got some good advice.
suggesting that these digital tools can help educate consumers about all these nuances.
It's a good sign, really. This push for transparency in the diamond industry.
It used to be that this knowledge was, like, guarded by a select few.
Yeah, but not anymore. Now more people can access information, become more discerning, make choices that align with their values.
It's like the diamond market is opening up, letting us all in on the magic. But beyond the sparkle, the symbolism, have you ever thought about diamonds as an investment?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just about engagement rings anymore.
The book talks about diamonds as an alternative asset class, a way to diversify an investment portfolio.
Right, you can invest in physical stones, of course, but there are also diamond funds, ETFs, even futures and options.
Wow, a whole world of diamond investment opportunities.
It's pretty exciting, actually.
But as with any investment, got to consider the risks.
Always.
The book talks about authenticating diamonds, understanding the things that make market prices go up and down.
Yeah, you need to know what you're doing.
Sounds like expert knowledge is key here.
It really is. And that's where things get even more interesting, with lab-grown diamonds entering the scene.
Lab-grown diamonds. Okay, now we're talking.
These diamonds, they're created in controlled environments mimicking the conditions deep inside the Earth.
So they're not mined.
Nope. But here's the thing. They're chemically, physically identical to mined diamonds.
Wow.
The catch. They often cost less, and that's causing quite a shakeup in the industry.
I bet. That's fascinating. The book even mentions that, like, big brands, Tiffany, Pandora, they're offering lab-grown options.
They are. It's like they're embracing the disruption.
It really raises questions, doesn't it? Are lab-grown diamonds the future? Will they eventually replace mined diamonds completely?
Good questions. They definitely appeal to those who prioritize ethical sourcing, sustainability.
It seems like the very definition of a diamond is being challenged now. On one hand, we have these stones formed naturally over millions of years. On the other, diamonds created in a lab with incredible precision.
It's a philosophical debate almost, isn't it, about the essence of a diamond?
It is, and it's happening right now in the industry.
It is. Some miners are adapting, incorporating lab-grown diamonds into their offerings, see it as a way to reach more customers.
All right.
Others are doubling down on the unique qualities of mined diamonds, highlighting their natural origin, the rarity, the romance, all that.
It's like a battle for the soul of a diamond, isn't it?
It kind of is, but no matter which side wins, sustainability is becoming crucial for the whole industry.
Yeah, the book stresses that. The growing demand for ethically sourced diamonds and the challenges of, ensuring responsible mining practices.
It's a complex issue. The diamond industry, it has a history when it comes to ethical sourcing. Conflict diamonds, environmental damage, labor exploitation. It's all been part of the narrative, unfortunately.
Yeah, dark side to the sparkle.
But because of consumer pressure, growing awareness, there's a real push for transparency, accountability.
The book mentions the Kimberley Process Certification Scheme.
You know about that.
Trying to remember. Yeah, it's a global effort to prevent the trade of conflict diamonds, right? Seems like a good step.
Yeah.
But Are there still challenges when it comes to ethical sourcing?
Well, the Kimberley process has definitely helped, curbed the flow of conflict diamonds. But there's room for improvement. Making sure everyone across the whole supply chain complies, that's a challenge.
Makes sense.
And some say the definition of conflict diamonds, it's too narrow, doesn't address other ethical issues, human rights, environmental damage.
So a certificate isn't enough. Consumers need to be informed, ask the right questions about where their diamonds come from, how they were mined.
Transparency is key. And technology can help a lot with that.
How so?
Well, the book talks about blockchain technology being used to create digital diamond certificates.
Digital certificate.
It's like a secure, tamper-proof record of a diamond's journey from mine to market.
A digital fingerprint tracing the diamond's history.
Exactly. Adds a whole new level of accountability.
Amazing. And there are other innovations too, right? The book mentions things that are revolutionizing mining and cutting.
Oh, yeah. Tons of cool stuff. One of the most exciting is automated sorting systems.
What do those do?
They use lasers, X-rays, even artificial intelligence to analyze the rough diamonds with incredible precision.
Wow. So they can identify.
The best ones for cutting and polishing. Increases efficiency, improves the quality, the consistency of the diamonds.
It's a whole new era of diamond precision. And the changes aren't just in mining and cutting. The book also talks about how digital platforms are changing how diamonds are traded.
Right. Online marketplaces like RepNet, the diamond trading network, they've created a global network of buyers and sellers.
Making the diamond trade.
More accessible, more transparent.
I like it.
And they use data analytics to provide market insights, pricing trends. Traders can make smarter decisions.
It's incredible how technology is reshaping everything, from deep in the mine to the jewelry store display case.
It really is. But through all the changes, the allure of diamonds, it remains. They still captivate us with their beauty, their brilliance, the emotions they evoke.
And that's where marketing and branding come in, right? The book looks at how diamond companies are crafting campaigns that resonate with consumers.
Exactly. Emphasizing the timeless symbolism of diamonds, but also adapting to changing trends and values.
Classic example. The De Beers A Diamond is Forever campaign. One of the most successful slogans ever.
It's amazing how those three words cemented the link between diamonds and eternal love.
De Beers really tapped into that universal desire for love, for commitment. They transformed the diamond from a beautiful object
into a powerful cultural icon.
It's fascinating how marketing shapes our perceptions, influences what we desire.
It really does.
The book mentions the Real is Rare, Real is a Diamond campaign, designed to, well, counter the rise of lab-grown diamonds.
A direct response to that disruption.
The diamond industry was faced with a challenge: how to differentiate natural diamonds from lab-grown ones. This campaign highlighted the authenticity, rarity, and emotional value of natural diamonds.
Smart move. Appeal to those who value those specific qualities.
Great example of how the industry adapts to disruption, to changing consumer preferences. Speaking of evolution, the retail landscape has transformed drastically, hasn't it?
Oh, big time. The rise of e-commerce, huge impact on the diamond industry. Online platforms have made diamonds more accessible, convenient, affordable.
So you can just browse diamonds from home now.
Yep. Compare prices, even design your own jewelry.
Wow. What about those traditional jewelry stores? Are they going extinct?
Not necessarily. Online platforms are changing the game, but brick-and-mortar stores still have their appeal. Especially for people who want that personal, tactile experience. You can't replace that entirely.
You're right. The book talks about successful retailers using an omni-channel approach, blending online and offline to create a seamless customer experience.
It's about providing a consistent brand experience, whether you're on your phone, in a showroom, or talking to a salesperson.
It's all connected.
Exactly.
And customer experience becomes paramount. The diamond industry thrives on trust.
More important than ever in today's competitive world.
Retailers have to go above and beyond to create a memorable, personalized experience.
Absolutely.
The book mentions Tiffany & Co. as a great example, a brand that's navigated the digital era, but kept their luxurious image. They've blended their brick-and-mortar presence with a sophisticated online platform.
Tiffany's always been a trendsetter.
So they offer a consistent, elevated brand experience across all channels. It's proof that technology is disruptive, but it also creates incredible opportunities for the diamond industry.
It's a time of change, for sure.
And that brings us to the future of the diamond market. What's on the horizon? What trends and challenges are we facing?
Well, the diamond industry is definitely at a crossroads. Exciting possibilities, but potential obstacles too. Lab-grown diamonds, a major disruptor for sure. But there are other trends shaping the market as well.
Like what?
Well, one of the biggest is the growing demand for sustainable, ethically sourced diamonds.
People are becoming more aware of the impact their purchases have.
Exactly. They're demanding transparency and accountability from the diamond industry.
It's good to see the industry responding to these demands, working towards a more sustainable future. But, as the book points out, there are risks too.
Always risks.
The diamond industry is sensitive to, well, global economics, politics, shifts in consumer demand, all of that.
A lot of factors at play. Risk management, crisis preparedness, those are more important than ever.
Being prepared for anything.
Exactly. The book really emphasizes that. Diamond businesses need strategies for navigating uncertainty, supply chain disruptions, reputational crises, whatever comes their way.
It's like playing chess, always thinking several moves ahead.
That's a great analogy. And in this game, knowledge is power.
Which brings us full circle to our deep dive today. By understanding the history, the science, the market, and the human emotions involved in the diamond industry.
We become more informed consumers, more savvy investors.
Exactly. Whether we're buying a diamond, investing, or just appreciating their beauty.
And don't forget the glossary. The book has a fantastic AZ guide to all the diamond terminology. Super helpful for navigating this complex world.
It's like our decoder ring for the diamond world.
Exactly. It lets us speak the language, ask the right questions, and make choices we feel good about.
We've covered so much ground today. From the heart of the earth to the trading floors of Antwerp. From the art of diamond cutting to, well, the psychology of why we love them so much. We even peeked into the future of the diamond market, the disruptions, the innovations to come.
It's been a journey.
And through it all, we've discovered that the true value of a diamond.
It's up to us.
It's about our understanding, our appreciation, and the meaning we give to these incredible gems.
Well said.
So as you go forward with all this new knowledge, remember to look beyond the sparkle.
Yes.
Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and most importantly, appreciate the beauty, the complexity of the diamond world.
Maybe you'll even discover a new facet of yourself along the way.
I like that. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of diamonds.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll be back soon with another fascinating exploration. Until then, keep sparkling.
Keep sparkling.
It's encouraging to see that, the industry responding, working toward the more sustainable future. But the book does point out some risks.
There are always risks, right? Especially in a market like this.
Yeah, it says the diamond industry is pretty sensitive to, well, global economics, political instability, shifts in consumer demand, all those things.
Definitely. A lot of moving parts.
So risk management, crisis preparedness, those become crucial.
Absolutely. You got to be ready for anything. The book really stresses that. Diamond businesses need to have strategies in place to navigate uncertainty.
Makes
Whether it's supply chain issues or, reputational crises, whatever might pop up. Being proactive is key. Anticipating those potential challenges, having a plan to, well, mitigate the risk, ensure the business keeps running smoothly.
It's like, what's that saying? Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
Exactly.
And in a complex industry like this, knowledge is definitely power.
Couldn't agree more.
Which brings us back to our deep dive today.
Full circle.
By understanding the history, the science, the market forces, and the human emotions behind diamonds.
We become smarter consumers, more informed investors.
Right. Whether we're buying a diamond, investing, or just appreciating their beauty.
And hey, let's not forget about the glossary in the book.
Oh, yeah. That was helpful.
It's a whole AZ guide to diamond terminology. Super useful for navigating this world.
Like having a decoder ring. It helps us speak the language, ask the right questions, and make choices that, well, align with what we believe in.
Exactly. It's about empowerment.
We've covered a lot of ground today. From the fiery depths of the earth to the bustling trading floors of Antwerp. From the art of diamond cutting to the psychology behind why we're so drawn to them. We even talked about the future of the diamond market, the potential disruptions, the innovations.
Quite a journey.
And through all of that, we've discovered that the real value of a diamond,
It's in the eye of the beholder.
it's shaped by our understanding, our appreciation, the meaning we attach to these extraordinary gems.
It's a personal thing.
So going forward, with all this new knowledge, always remember to look beyond the sparkle.
Don't just be dazzled by the surface.
Ask questions, challenge assumptions, and appreciate the beauty, the complexity of the diamond world.
Maybe, just maybe, you'll discover a new facet of yourself along the way.
I love that thought. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of diamonds. We'll be back soon with another fascinating exploration. Until then. keep sparkling.
Keep sparkling.
It's encouraging to see the industry responding to these demands, working towards a more sustainable future. But like you said, there are always risks to consider, right?
Always. And the book highlights that too. The diamond industry, it's pretty sensitive to global economic conditions, political instability, shifts in consumer demand, all those
A
things.
lot of factors at play.
A lot. And that's why risk management, crisis preparedness, they're essential for diamond businesses these days.
Got to be ready for anything.
Exactly. The book really emphasizes the need for, well, for strategies to navigate uncertainty, whether it's supply chain disruptions, reputational crises, whatever might come up.
It's like you're saying, being proactive is key. Anticipating the challenges, having a plan to mitigate the risk and ensure the business keeps running smoothly.
Exactly. You got it. Think ahead. Be prepared. That's the name of the game.
And in such a complex industry, like we've been talking about, knowledge is definitely power.
Couldn't agree more. The more you understand, the better decisions you can make.
Which brings us full circle, back to our deep dive today. By understanding the history, the science, the market forces, and, of course, the human emotions that drive the diamond industry.
It empowers us.
It does. Whether we're buying a diamond, investing in diamonds, or just, appreciating their allure.
And let's not forget that handy glossary in the book.
Oh yeah, the glossary. It's packed with diamond terminology. Super helpful for navigating this world.
Absolutely. It's like our decoder ring, right?
It is. It gives us the language to ask the right questions, to understand what we're looking at, and to make choices that align with our values.
That's the key, making informed choices.
We've covered a lot in this deep dive, from the formation of diamonds deep within the earth to the bustling trading floors of Antwerp, from the artistry of diamond cutting to the psychology of why we find them so captivating. We even talked about the future of the diamond market, the challenges and the innovations that lie ahead.
It's been a fascinating journey, exploring all these different facets of the diamond world.
It really has. And through it all, I think the biggest takeaway is this: the true value of a diamond.
It's not just about the price tag.
Exactly. It's about so much more than that. It's about our understanding, our appreciation, and the meaning we choose to give to these extraordinary gems.
Well said. It's personal.
So, as you go forward with all this new knowledge, remember to look beyond the sparkle. Ask questions. Challenge those assumptions. And most importantly, appreciate the beauty, the complexity of the diamond world.
Who knows? You might even discover a new facet of yourself along the way.
Beautifully put. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of diamonds.
It's been a pleasure being here.
We'll be back soon with another fascinating exploration. Until then, keep sparkling.
Keep sparkling.